Hi, it's me again. Or not again. I haven't recorded a video for ages because I've been really sick. Um, just holed up in bed for God knows how long. Um, but today, yeah, sorry about the wet hair too. I had a shower and I couldn't be bothered um, to dry it. So it's just drying right now. I got my hair done, so I got my side cut made bigger. Um, and when it dries, it's like ashy blonde. It's really nice. I like it. It's the only thing I got out of bed for was to go get my hair done. Today I'm just gonna show you guys um, some of the books that I read in my spare time. It has nothing to do with veganism or anything like that. It's just kind of my hobbies and stuff like that, what I'm into. And these are all really great books that I recommend. I don't know how you can find them because I found them in a little store near my house, and they're all secondhand. Um, and they're already old, so I'm thinking they might be a bit hard to find, but I do recommend them if you can look them up and find them. Um, so the first thing, the newest book that I got and the thickest is called the Fairy Bible. And I'm into all this kind of, mystical stuff, and I love reading history about hauntings and mystical creatures and rituals and different uh, cultures and stuff like that. I just find it really interesting. So this is the Fairy Bible. It says the definitive guide to the world of fairies. It's really great if you're into that kind of stuff. Um, it pretty much tells you every kind of fairy there is, and I know I sound so nerdy and ridiculous talking about this, but yeah, and then it tells you where they reside and how you can kind of summon them and stuff like that. So that's a really great book. Um, the next one is actually to do with my hometown where I'm from. I'm from Guernsey in the Channel Islands, and it's part of Britain. Um, but it's supposed to be one of the most haunted places in the world, and I can tell you from experience, I've had some pretty dodgy experiences there. Um, but basically, this is a book called The Haunted Islands, and it's all about the Channel Islands, and it's the story of witchcraft in the Channel Islands, and it's just full of history and pictures and descriptions of places and what happened in those places. Apparently, there was a huge witchcraft presence in the Channel Islands. Um, and it's really cool because I know all the places and I've been to most of the places. So it's really interesting for me to find out what happened there and think, oh, I've been there. And yeah, I'll just read the back of this for you because it's pretty interesting. Between June 1550 and October 1661, 85 Channel Islanders were burnt at the stake, condemned as witches. In Guernsey, which is where I'm from, they were burnt alive. In Jersey, first they were strangled, then burnt. Some were innocent, but others admitted their crime and boasted of giving themselves to the devil. Um, a few fled to America to make new lives for themselves in New England. The old days seemed far behind them until in 1962, in the small town of Salem, a series of terrifying events changed their lives yet again. The devil, too, had crossed the ocean. In These Haunted Islands, soon to be made into a full-length BBC documentary, the remarkable story of Channel Island witchcraft is told. It is a never-ending story whose main 20th century character, the Beast of Jersey, is now behind bars. He admitted he worshipped Satan, but he was not alone. So it's pretty spooky stuff, but it's really interesting. Again, if you're into that kind of stuff. Um, this one I got at the store that I was telling you about. It's called The Sabian Symbols as an Oracle. And so essentially it's just telling you all about, you know, oracles and how to use them and different symbols and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. So like it has all the uh, signs. What do you call them? The birth signs. I can't remember what you call them. And how to use them, and it just describes what it's about. It's really, again, it's really interesting. All these books have a lot of history to them, and a lot of different opinions from different people who both believe and don't believe in this stuff. This one I haven't started reading yet, but this one is called Illusions: The Adventures of a Reluctant Messiah, and I haven't read it yet, but I'm really interested to start reading it. It's just I can't remember exactly what it's about, but it just looked really interesting to me. So yeah, I'm gonna start reading that, and maybe I'll do a review on it after I've read it. And then this one is just something like really random that I found, and it was 99 cents at that little store again. And it's called Jesus Comes Again, and it's a physical meeting with the Master Jesus, and it's just, again, it's really, really random. But again, I think it's really interesting. I was raised Christian, so obviously I do believe in God. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great stuff in here. I haven't started reading this yet, but I browsed through it. So those are just some of the books that I read, or I'm going to read. And I also recently just found out about Bohemian Grove. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's in America, and it's basically a ranch that holds home to a cult. It's basically a cult. You guys should really research. It's really interesting. They say a lot of political leaders go there and stuff, and no one's allowed inside. It's completely private, but I was watching a documentary where a journalist snuck inside and films one of their ceremonies, which was called cremation of a carer. So I don't know, something. It's one of their rituals, and they burn a live human being at the stake. Not at the stake. They just burn a human being, and they praise this like giant wooden owl, and they do that once a year. It's, I don't know, you can't really tell in the video if it's a real human being or not, but it sounds to me like it is, because when they set him on, well, they set whatever it is on fire, you hear like a scream, like a painful scream. I don't know if that's set up or whatever, but it's just, if you're into researching different cults and stuff like that, it's really interesting, and it makes me very wary of a lot of American leaders, because apparently a lot of them go there and participate in the ceremonies and stuff like that. It's all very weird. But yeah, guys should definitely Google Bohemian Grove and really look that up. It's really interesting, and I have been asking around my friends who wants to try and sneak in with me so I can witness it, but I don't think anyone is willing to, let alone they don't even know what it is. So maybe I'll get them to go if they don't know what it is. I'll just say we're going to a party or something. But yeah, so those are the books I'll read. That's what I'm into. It might be a little bit dark and gothic and stuff like that, but I find it really interesting, and I'd rather research that than other stuff. That's what I spend my time doing. I'm a nerd. Whatever. Yeah, so I'm going to be recording another video during the week, and it's going to be on veganism and stuff like that. So yeah, have a great day, you guys, and sorry I look like shit. I've got no makeup on, but I really want to do this video.